Imagine a world where your deepest fears aren't yours to begin with, but are taught to you. Today, we are diving into one of the most controversial and fascinating experiments in psychology history, the infamous Little Albert experiment, a tale of rats, fear, and questionable ethics. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. It's year 1920. Meet little Albert. He's an adorable 9 month old baby blissfully unaware that he's about to become a key player in a psychology experiment that would shock the world. So, who's behind this? John B. Watson, the father of behaviorism, and his assistant, Rosalie Rayner. What's their goal? To prove that fear, something we think of as natural, is actually learned. They started simple. They showed Albert a white rat. No fear, no tears. He even liked the rat. For him, it was just a fluffy plaything. But then they brought in the big guns. Every time Albert reached for the rat, Watson and Rayner created a loud, terrifying noise by striking a steel bar with a hammer. As you would expect, the poor baby freaked out. I mean, who wouldn't? After just a few repetitions, something fascinating and heartbreaking happened. Albert didn't need the loud noise anymore. The mere sight of the rat made him cry. That fluffy plaything was now his worst nightmare. And it didn't stop there. The fear didn't stay confined to the rat. Albert started crying at anything remotely similar, like rabbits, dogs, even a Santa Claus mask with a fluffy beard. This is what psychologists call stimulus generalization. Fear spreads like wildfire. But here is where things get dark. The experiment ended abruptly, and Albert disappeared from the records. Watson and Rayner never unconditioned his fear, leaving a little boy with a potential lifetime of phobias. And his true identity, well, it's still a mystery. Though many believe he was a child named Doug, who tragically died at just 6 years old. Now let's talk ethics. Could you imagine an experiment like this happening today? Absolutely not. This study broke every rule in the book. No informed consent, no protection from harm, and no follow-up care. But back in the 1920s, there weren't any rules. That said, the Little Albert experiment wasn't all bad. It taught us a lot about classical conditioning, how fears and behaviors can be learned. It even paved the way for modern therapies, which helps people unlearn phobias. So while Little Albert's story is a cautionary tale, it also reminds us how far psychology has come and how important ethics are in science. What do you think about the Little Albert experiment? Groundbreaking science or a total ethical disaster? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you found this story fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more psychology deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.